Okay, guys, welcome back to Modern Life for the 70's Mind, take 3. This is my third take on doing this intro. The first time I did it, I forgot to bring the microphone out front and I had it back in the corner of my desk covered up, and all you heard was it was like the teacher on Charlie Brown or something, and I'm like, oh crap. So then I went ahead, did it a second time, and I misspoke like 3 times on not pronouncing things wrong, but just calling it by a totally wrong name. So I figured, you know what? Let's hope the third time is a charm here. So as you know, I mess things up all the time. I mean, I'm kidding. As you know, I do a segment early on in these reaction videos where I just kind of go back and look at things from days gone by. And it's been coined now Bob's Cabinet of Curiosities, which I like. And some people also call it Bob's Show and Tell. So I figure, what better item to have in Bob's Show and Tell than show and tell? I don't know if you guys had these growing up, anyone who's closer to my age. It was fun. It was basically a little TV set with a record player on top, and it had a little film that you would stick inside the machine, and as the record play, this would move, and then you would see the picture light up inside the little mini TV. As a kid, this was quality stuff. I mean, looking at it now, you say, how lame is that? But growing up, this was like the bomb. It was awesome. So let me show you. It comes with it just comes in a little packet, and it comes with the record. It's 2 sides. This one was called People Are Like, and then this one is Just Like Me. So this was a Captain Kangaroo. I don't know if I keep calling it Garfield Goose, because Garfield Goose was on Captain Kangaroo. So the second round of this intro video that I did, I kept calling it Garfield Goose. So no, it is Captain Kangaroo. So, and so here is what the film look like that would go inside the TV. You can tell right now it looks a little red. I've seen that on my dad's. My dad used to take a lot of old slides, and a lot of his slides have turned totally magenta or red. And that is fixable in Photoshop. Obviously, you wouldn't worry about this, but that would explain as they age, they turn red. But it was fun. This was really pretty cool to stick all this stuff in, and it came with like all these different episodes, programs. They have like a whole Christmas series of all different ones. Then they had stuff like Paul Bunyan, Robin Hood, Bambi, Dumbo, Sleeping Beauty, a bunch of Captain Kangaroo. They had one just on dinosaurs, Puss in Boots, Rumpelstiltskin, Red Riding Hood, Wizard of Oz, all those. So they were really fun. As a kid growing up, to have something, I don't want to say high tech, but this was kind of a big deal, at least to me, when growing up, and I really enjoyed it. So I figured, what better for show and tell than to have a little Captain Kangaroo show and tell. So anyways, that was fun. If you guys had these, let me know what you thought of them, and if you really enjoyed them, if they were lame in your eyes. And if you did, which programs did you like the most? I'd like to hear your feedback on that. A lot of good memories with that. Okay, I am looking forward to this today. I'm going to be doing another Angelina Jordan reaction. I have put out some like 3 in a row, and all 3 have gotten blocked for copyright issues. I'm pretty sure they're going to clear pretty quick. But if it looks like I haven't been putting a lot out, I actually have. You're just not seeing them yet. So hopefully those will clear really soon. Usually 85% of them clear the copyright issues, and I can go on and you can see them. So that's what my goal is, to get you guys to see all these. Okay, so let me get set up, and I'm really looking forward to doing this, and I'll be right back, all right? Guess what? We're back. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be doing an Angelina Jordan reaction today. I'm really excited about hearing it. There's a couple artists that I've really just learned to love in a really short period of time. One is Angelina Jordan, and 2 is Aurora. Both of those people, I would love to hear a lot more of their songs, but the problem is, if I listen to them, I can't do reactions on them. So I hold off, and it's kind of a pain, because when you find an artist that you really like, you want to kind of like dig into it and hear what they're like and see what their styles are, and if they have any differences in their songs, or if they just stick with the same style, stuff like that. And you can't do that when I do this. Otherwise, it would kind of ruin their reaction, and I just wouldn't be, I don't want to be surprised or taken back by some of their music. And I like feeling that. So I held off. So now that I'm getting to do this one, I'm excited. I've only heard, it's going to be another one of those days when my voice keeps cracking. I've only heard two of her songs. I'm looking at it. She looks older in this one. Um, Both of the songs that I've done before is when she was younger. So I've never heard some of her older music. I thought about doing like a progression, like just starting out at like 9 or whatever it was when she did some of her earlier stuff. I think she started younger than that, but at least the stuff I've seen, and then kind of progress in the years. But I got to be honest with you, curiosity got the best of me, and I just couldn't hold off. So I jumped straight into I think it's one of her more recent ones, and from what I've heard, she only released this on Instagram. Is that right? Um, don't quote me on that. It's just kind of what I've heard. I do love her jazz sounds that she's got and this old school jazz. And I'm really hoping that her rendition of this song, which is My Funny Valentine, I hope that just knocks my socks off like her other stuff has. So let's get going. I am thoroughly excited about hearing this. So here is Angelina Jordan doing My Funny Valentine. Wow.
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. You look so laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? But don't change your hair from me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day.
Okay, that's a good spot. Uh, I wasn't sure where to stop that, or honestly, if I wanted to stop it. That was nuts. That is so nice. Her first two songs that I heard were amazing, and I knew she was going to be good. But honestly, just probably just because of the age difference, I wasn't expecting this. I was afraid. I'll be honest with you. I was a little afraid that as she aged, her voice would have a little less, I don't want to say charm, but she was so cute when she was so young, and I was afraid she'd lose some of that, but not so. when I when I first saw her, I'm like, wow, who is that beautiful woman? And I'm like, oh no, she's only like 9, and I'm like, oh wait a second, she's grown up. I wouldn't have known that was her. She has turned into a beautiful young woman and talented as anything. Her voice is nuts. Um, as you know, I always struggle with adjectives for her and Aurora. I don't know why I grouped those two together because they do have two completely different singing styles, but they both kind of hit me at the same way that they do. That they're just I run out of words for these people. Um, so I guess to keep it simple, I think she's like beyond perfection. Can we just go with that? I understand now why I get so many comments from you guys saying this girl's amazing. You got to play more. You got to hear this. You got to hear this. I have a list that's got to be this long of songs that you guys have requested I play her. Um, I have seen her with her amazing lower register control, which was crazy. And it's off the charts. But her higher register here is so mature and beyond what I ever could have imagined. What a leap for and nothing bad about when she was younger, but this is another level. It's just crazy. I said in the past that she had an old soul, which she does, but I think I need to refine that just a little bit. I believe she is the original soul that all the other singers, the other great singers, have copied off of. She's that good. So yes, she is the old soul. That's the way I'm going to stick with that. I'm just loving this. This is beautiful beyond words. So let's keep going.
Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? But don't try to hear from me. And not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day.
That was quick. Oop. Um, I apologize. I don't know if you heard my wife. She come in and she says, "What are you listening to?" She really liked it, and I'm like, "I'm on, I'm on, I'm on." Um, I don't know. Where do you begin with a voice like this? She brings out so many emotions in me, and I know with you guys as well, just by reading your comments. She really brings me back to places that I've never even sure I've been to. It's just so classic, isn't it? The only thing I think missing from her music is the crackling of their 78 record noise playing. It's such an old classic feel to it that it just, she almost seems out of place. She almost is like, you should have been singing years ago. At least that's a feeling I get from it, and that's good. That's a really good thing. I was pretty much hooked on her after her first couple songs that I heard. Now that I'm hearing her at a different age level and a different voice maturity level, she's got me hook, line, and sinker. I mean, I am in love with her voice. She's just, and she seems like a really good person. At least I hope so. I hope that she's been surrounded. I don't know really much about her. I'm sure you guys will a lot more than me. I would love to hear feedback on this. I really hope she's surrounded by good people and pointing her in the right direction because, man, how many times have we seen really talented people be influenced by negative people around them, and it's just really taken them down a bad path. And she seems like such a wonderful talent. She seems like she's got a good soul. So I really hope that people are directing her properly because she's got a skill, and it would just be a crime for her to have anything bad happen as far as any direction she goes to. But looking at her and listening to her, it sounds like everything's great. That's the father coming out of me, by the way. Let's see. Finally, I'd like to know where she's at, because looking at this video, I could have some serious fun in that room. Isn't it? It's got some crazy cool things in there that I would love to spend a couple hours just, I want this, I want this, I want this. I even like this lamp that's right there. It almost looks, I doubt it is, but it almost looks like an old pewter lamp or something like you would see in an older, real old house. I love it. There's some beautiful things in there. So, anyways, before I start saying the same thing over and over again, like I do with these good singers, I think I'm going to stop. I think I've made my ideas and thoughts known pretty clearly that I think this is amazing. She took it to a level that I didn't even think was possible. I thought she was already up there, and she just crossed that and set a whole new bar. So, crazy good. All right, so let me get this all cleared off of here, and I will be right back for my final thoughts. Okay. So to sum that up, wow. I am so glad I listened to you guys and take some of your suggestions on what to listen to. I know a bunch of you did say, like I mentioned earlier, that you should try doing a progression, but I'm sorry. My curiosity got the best of me, and I had to jump in and see what she sounds like today. And what a nice surprise. I don't even know if it was a surprise. I expected her to be good just based on your comments, but in my mind, I didn't expect it to sound so mature. I mean, she had such an amazing voice when she was younger, but now that she's got a mature voice, that's all I can say is anyways, I really enjoyed this a lot, you guys. This was an amazing listen, and I can't wait to do more of hers. And I will soon. So thank you for that. All right. So as always, if you like the content I'm putting out, please click the like button below. And if you could subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Like I always say, I'm new to this. I'm only a month into it, and every little subscription helps. And all the likes help, because I'm really trying to build this up to make it worthwhile for me to continue doing this. So, all right, guys, thank you. I will talk to you all soon, and you're going to be hearing from me again more this week. So, peace out, and I will get back to you soon. Take care, you guys. Have a good weekend. And I mean that.